Okay, so I just walked through the rain to get here, but today the goal is to get the engine mounted. I'd like to get a little bit more done than that, but I think if I can get that done today, that'll be a win. So let's go ahead and do that. You messed up? I don't mess up. I just learned. And I learned that this is a great method that I should not do. It's too efficient for this mill. Alright, so this is the first time that it's been on all four wheels. I like how much ground clearance it's got, and the engine is floating, which is awesome. It has plenty of room for a steering system. So next step is probably get the hood on, and then I can maybe relocate that bar further back and put the seat in, and then talk to you then probably. Alright, so I got the hood very roughly mounted. I got this bracket up here on both sides. I have a little bronze bushing on the inside. That kind of helps it be slidey and not be metal on metal, but it lifts up and clears just how I kind of wanted it to, and then pretty easily drops back down. Still need to make the mounts that go here, and then when I do that, I'll actually like make sure I center it, kind of like by pulling the body over. So cool. I got the mount made for the rack and pinion, and the first pillow bearing is just on a little 1/4-inch chromoly bar, and so that'll have the rod that goes through, and then that'll connect to this that'll go up at an undetermined location. So I think next I'm going to work on mounting the seat, and I'll let you know when I get that done. doing them separately, they came out pretty similar. I'm pretty happy with it. So those will go basically like this. And then we'll be able to drill the holes for those and those and bolt it in. Seat is in. I have some grommets underneath it, so it's kind of floating, if you can see there. But it's pretty solid in there. It's only tacked, but I mean, you shake it and the frame moves, so that's better than otherwise. I think it should be pretty smooth too, because it seems like it's actually really well off the steel. So probably tomorrow I'll go through and TIG those up so that way I can actually try to sit in it and see how it feels. But yeah, pretty good progress tonight. Got the seat in and the hood mounted. Probably tomorrow either try to tackle the rear support for the hood or maybe look more into the steering. But success. I just pretty much finished up with that little handle piece, and golly, look at these chips made from the stainless. Beautiful, like blues and purples, and a lot of them. So you can see, sharpened it. Hopefully it'll cut a little better now. It was only cutting on one side before. I don't know if y'all could see that or not, but hopefully it'll cut on both sides this time. All right. She's hot, but holy. Be a good shirt. Hot, but holy. Even let the incense burn. All right, so I don't want to touch either of those for like 20 minutes, but I will. Piece fits in. Perfect. Okay, now. More of that crap. That tool all at the right height. Sometimes it's nice to have music, but there's times it's nice to like not. Guess that drill bit's gone forever. There we go. Finished making this little part. So I made that part, as you saw, kind of had that recess, this sleeve for this, and then the piece, and then I threaded that. So this can take off, and then you can take this off too whenever you paint it, so you don't have to worry about like taping this whole thing up. Then so for this side, I have this bearing press fit, opposite version of this. But so I need to put this in there. This is the old one, so it's not the right diameter. So I made this little sleeve out of that stainless. That way that will slip over just like that. And I'm gonna weld that so it's solid from the back. And then that will slide in here. And then I can weld that joint just like that. And then this will slide on. Oh, you're falling. And that'll slide on just like the other one. Falling again. Well, while you're falling, check that out. These are all of the chips that I got off the ground. And I don't know what to do with them yet, but I figured I'd keep them because they look really cool. Anyway, bye. You'd still have the butterfly here, and you'd be able to like.
But that would be how you'd slow down into the. Oh, you would use the handbrake?
Well, I mean, yeah, you could just like brake like that. It's just a matter of like.
You need to coordinate because, I mean, you're not.
You'd have to learn how to do it.
You're already in the video.
Huh? The thing, I don't know if I don't want it to be hard. Like I don't have to be like, okay. So like it's kind of tricky. Okay,
we're trying to figure out
whether we're gonna use
the controls
wheel,
for
or handlebar or
a bunch of stuff. So yeah, we're trying to figure out gas, brake, and clutch, and steering wheel location and design. So that's
yeah. So it's like if we use the steering wheel, because the original plan was to use this, which I made today. And so if we use this, the hard part is mounting it because this is stainless and this is chromoly, and I don't really want it. There's a bunch of complications that I don't really want to go into. But so you'd have your twist throttle here, and then your clutch, just like a normal motorcycle. And then on your right foot, you have your brake. Left foot, you have your shifter. And so that's all your controls. And they're all independent, so it's relatively intuitive if you know how to ride a bike. But it's hard to mount, and it'd be way harder to get out with all of this.
And also, if you're turning,
and if you're
not really
have that much.
And we have a rack and pinion. It's not like we have a pitman arm. So we have a rack and pinion, and we need to go.
And so
fully.
The benefit of this, right, is that you could go all the way around.
Yeah.
But you no longer have the ability to like put a twist throttle or anything on it. And so
my idea, it was, what if
let that just float there.
first controlling your throttle with like with a pallet, like not a pallet, a paddle. He didn't like it. Then I said like a push over here. He didn't like it.
I'd run through these all.
What my other option was maybe having your accelerator, like your gas over here, and your brake in the
steering wheel.
But I mean,
you wouldn't
made
have
a good
pressure.
point. You don't have enough pressure. Handbrake.
And so that's where we kind of are, is foot gas, foot shifter, and then you'd have a kind of like a butterfly paddle clutch.
You would pretty much control
and then you have basically an e-brake.
It's just one brake, right?
And I'm eventually probably gonna put front brakes, but I mean it's the same thing.
The thing is that here your leverage is so much that you're gonna put way more pressure than you need, and you're gonna log your tires, because that's like you're probably trying to.
What if you had this? What if you had this articulate and that controlled your brakes? You go.
Because maybe you push it and brake.
No, I'm just kidding. That would be stupid. An unmounted steering system.
Cut the video.
Okay, so I thought about it last night, and I think I'm gonna go with the handlebars, because while I need this to rotate almost 180 to get the full travel, that's probably much more distance than I'm gonna need it to move. And that also allows me to get the kind of controls that I want, which is simple and intuitive. And so I think I'd rather try to fight steering up there than fight controls and make the ergonomics like crap. So that's what I'm gonna pursue today, is getting that mounted on there.
Flat.
See the welds here and there, and then also the ones underneath. Really nice. Shout out to Charles at the welding lab for getting those done. I also got one down there and then the other one up here, but unfortunately I'm gonna have to cut that and probably redo it, but looked good. Again, shout out to him. So hopefully mine will one day look like that. And so now that it's in a better spot, you can actually see the beautiful welds that Charles did. Focus. There you go. So yeah, chop that one off. Yay. I'm gonna try it in reverse.
Hang on, you got the
What do you mean reverse?
Micah.
What do you mean reverse?
The steering is, look at the steering. It's
Oh, that is wonky.
It's not too bad. He just took advice from Doc Hudson and took it literally.
Go.
This steer's tight, dude. Oh, I'm drifting this thing so hard. No, I got it. Don't worry. Backing up makes so much sense. Just imagine you're going forward. Dude, that thing can absolutely crank.
Looks like you got a lot more clearance from the last time on the front.
I do. Also, the tacks, I'm super proud of. There's only like 10 things that are actually welded.
Nice.
Including the steering. Everything's just tacked. I'm gonna do that again. But with speed.
You want me to give you a push start?
Yeah. Reverse, reverse, reverse. Whoa! You can send it.
all right, so pretty exciting end. Got the steering roughed in. That'll be the end of this episode. Stay tuned for episode 3, where we start working out the wiring, maybe get the engine started. That's the goal for that. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching Delta Motorsports. Have a good one.